I'm not that strong. And I'm not that strong. Someone should tell you, ooh, how much I love you, ooh. 'Cause I really do. Hello. How you doing? Welcome back to the channel, which is now called Celine Adobia, which is the name I was given at birth. One from my Norwegian grandmother and one from my Ghanaian grandmother. Today, I'm gonna talk to you about, give you a little update about the period situation, right? The blood from the uterus that I still have not received. So for you who is interested in knowing the answer right away, no, I have yet to experience blood emerging from my vagina. However, I have been experiencing some changes, some motions in the oceans, you know. It's exciting to see what is going on. I did go to the gynecologist a month or 2 months ago, about a week ago. Everybody catch bullet holes. And this woman got the nerve. Okay, so first, she was beautiful. She is beautiful. She was like, why haven't you been here before? Like the last time you were here, there was some tests and the last time I went to the gynecologist was when that man was the gynecologist here in Bergen. So I've been to two. This is the second time I went to the gynecologist in Bergen. And then when I was in Oslo, I was there 4 times. You can check out the stories in the previous video I made. I think I removed the creepy gynecologist video because it's so cringy. I had to let it go. Usually my videos, I leave them up even though they are like, when I look at them today. The value of it for me overweighs my personal feelings, like cringiness, then I'll leave it up. But that one was just pure, no, let's remove it. If you'd like for me to do a remake of that video talking about the cringy, creepy experience with a gynecologist, I will do that for you because I don't mind talking about it. It was just the way I talked about it in that video. No. So, I went to the gynecologist and the lady, someone should tell you, the lady was like, why haven't you been here like after your last time? Because we still haven't figured out what is wrong, what is going on. And I'm like, because I don't feel like, honestly, you're gonna tell me something that I don't already know. And all the tests that I did go through came through as normal. The only thing was that it was underdeveloped or not reached its full blossom, right? And I'm like, it's taking the time it needs to take. And if it works, if I'm meant to have a period, it's gonna arrive whenever it arrives, is my philosophy. So that's why I'm not worried. And she's like, okay, well, let me explain something to you. And then she actually drew up a bone, like an image of a bone. And I think she went through really nice. She felt very caring and genuine and like, this is something you should be worried about, you know? And I'm just like, but I'm not worried, you know? Because baby, don't worry about a thing, because every little thing gonna be all right. So she's like, what happened was you haven't been releasing the hormones. Your body hasn't released the hormones that is supposed to for you to stop your growth. Like you're growing in height. I was like, I'm still growing in height. So because of that, I feel like it's natural that my period hasn't arrived yet, right? I'm like, it makes sense. 1 + 1 is 2. And she's like, no, sometimes it's 3 because I love this so much. By the way, thank you for subscribing and just for being here, your presence. I hope you enjoy the videos that I'm coming with. I know that I'm very much back and forth. Like right now I'm talking about something different, but I just want to express that as a person, I'm very much I'm very like undefined, you know? And I feel like that's also why I'm self-educating, because every time I feel like I have defined myself, something happens or something changes or I feel something different. I'm like, no, that doesn't resonate. Just like my YouTube names. Like first it was Life in Black and White, then it was Stay Jammin', then it was Ma Living, and now it's Selena Dobia, because I'm just like, you know what, let's just put the name out there, and then whatever I choose to embody and be, it is gonna be what it is, you know? So back to what I was saying with this beautiful lady. She's like, because you're still growing means that your body hasn't released the necessary hormones for you to stop growing and then your period to arrive and your breasts to fully develop, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, okay, right, that makes sense. So she does the ultrasound thing again. She tells me to relax. I'm like breathing deeply, going into Zen mode. She's like, I see you're good at relaxing. And I feel like that was low-key shade for me not being back at the gynecologist, which is so cute. It's like, you don't have to care about me, you know? So I feel so much love from her shade. If it is shade, who knows? Who knows? Who knows, who knows, who knows? I just go and the thing out, sending love to my friends and foes. And I suppose I'm pleased to be chilling in the West Indies. Jah provide all my wants and needs. Sending love, release. After we did the ultrasound, basically she's saying my uterus is still looking like a child's uterus, my breasts are still looking like a child's breasts. We need to do more tests. So we took some blood tests and I got the results back some weeks later in the mail post box and said the same thing. I have low something hormone. Maybe I should get the paper. Let me see if I can find it. Ooh. So I don't think I can show it to you. I don't know if that's legal, so I'm not going to. But if I can, then I'll post it somewhere. Whatever platform I have to post it to share the story with you. I'm considering creating a group on Facebook called Yoniverse, or I actually already created the group. And what I am envisioning for it is that we share our true, honest experiences with our yonis. For me, I had a spring fling and actually had a reaction on my yoni that I've never had before, and I managed to treat it myself with natural herbal remedies and a ritual, and I think it was gone within a week. And if you were to search up, like when I searched up the symptoms, basically I was about to die in a week. You know what I mean? It's like, you've got this, that, like just forget about it, give up your career, give up your life, just lie in bed and cry basically, right? And it's like, no, we got the power, okay? So let us share what we know with each other and blossom, right? So if you're interested, let me know. Yoniverse, you can also just leave a comment, make it easy for you and me. And you know what I'll do? I'll leave a link to the group link in the description box, so then you can click it and add yourself if you're interested. It'll only be open for women beings with yonis, because that's the purpose of it. Cry me a river if you disagree. So yeah, wow. So what this woman said, why I said she had the nerve. So they did like a laboratory thing, and there's no like real information on it. It's just a lot of different names like hemoglobin, glucose, creatinine. It's in Norwegian, so I'm just calcium, testosterone, ostradiol. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly in English, but it's like a list of a whole lot of things. And I feel like for someone who isn't self-aware, for someone who's like more prone to fear than love. They're gonna look at this and be like, oh shit, I need to go there and figure out what's going on. And every time you go in there, you gotta pay some money. And it's like she doesn't even know what she's talking about. I feel like everyone's just guessing. Everyone's just winging it. So on one of the letters that I received, she wrote that she thinks that the reason I haven't received or had a period yet is because I'm underweight. And so I tell my mom when she comes home, I show her the letter, and I'm like, this lady, maybe I should come closer. I'm like, this lady thinks that it's because she claims that I am underweight, and that is the reason why I have yet to receive the period. And then my mom's like, around 15, 16, 14 was the time when I was chubby. Like, I wasn't chubby, but it was like, I was definitely not underweight. Like, I went to the model agency. I think I even have it in a video where the lady was like, you need to lose this baby fat, and she like held my stomach. And it was the boss actually of the model agency. And it's just like, no, like, what are you talking about? And again, someone who is not self-aware, or as like, I practice self-love every single day. So it's gonna take a lot for someone to say something that's gonna influence how I feel about myself. I don't even know if it's possible anymore. Probably for a minute or a second, like when you go through the motion of the emotion, but beyond that, it's like, no, So, I was just like, no, you're wrong. Let me cancel the next doctor's appointment, because at this point, you're just proving to me that you're guessing. Like, you don't know what's going on, and you're guessing. So what I actually did, maybe I'll do a part 2 video. Let's do a part 2 video, because this is already long. And we'll see when I edit it what I'm gonna do. But for now, let me end it right here, and then I'm gonna bring part 2, which is about healing. And when we see something that is like not as we expect it to be, usually people want a quick solution. It's like you notice it in a moment and you want to release it or heal it or fix it in a moment. But that's not really, it depends on what it is, but usually it's gonna take more time and attention, care, and love. And that's what I'm going to be talking about in my next video, which I'm going to be recording right now, about healing, about disease, and about how I'm healing my body and how I feel like I've set into motion my own sexual reproduction development, right? With natural healing. Yes! Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. And I'm gonna keep questioning. See you in the next one. See you in the next one. See you in the next one. Alright. I'm sweating. You see this? Can you feel it? Can you feel it?